Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing the July Birthstone featuring the ruby. And I had bought some really perfect rhinestones to complete this design. I started off by removing the previous design and put some soft gel tips by Gelish. Now I'm going to be applying 2 coats of Life of the Party by Gelish. This nail polish I saw online and I thought that it would be super perfect to represent the ruby. If you can see here, look how pretty that glitter is. It's a little translucent, but you know what? I actually liked just the 2 coats on here. If you really wanted to go solid with the glitter, you can either do more than 2 coats or you can do a base coat matching this red color. So the rubies that I've seen have like kind of a pink tint to it. So that's why I chose this color, because it'll reflect off that deep red color, but the liquid color of the polish kind of represents the pink tint of the ruby. So I thought that would be interesting to use. So after curing this, I'm taking some nail cleanser and just removing the sticky layer. And after I do that, I'm going to be applying top coat from Gelish. And this is just going to bring that sparkle back onto the nail polish. And it's going to be the base of placing our rhinestones. So I'm taking some Gummy Jelly and Shiny by ENail Couture. And I'm putting this more at the base of the nail and then just doing the shiny on the full nail. And we're just going to be placing these rhinestones. So I had previously bought this in like a pink color, thinking that it was going to look like a ruby. It was just too pink. It was more, I was coming off more like magenta. So I went back in on Amazon and I got these deeper red looking ones that I thought would be perfect. So I got 2 different packets. I'll leave a link in the description box below. One of the packets had these really large, various sizes, but they had the large rhinestones you see here, and I thought that would be so perfect for me, just because if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. But you all know that I love my bling, and this is just so over the top, and I love it. If you are a new viewer, thank you so much for joining us today. And please feel free to hit that like button, share and subscribe for future videos. And I thoroughly enjoy trying to top the bar, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this after this one. I just feel my birthstone nails that I do have on a playlist if you just want to see my birthstone nails. I started in September, so this is my first round of doing birthstone nails, and I always think that maybe the previous one was going to be better than the others, and then I just do something that completely erases that, and I say like, oh, this one's going to be better than the others. And I must say that thank goodness, because it is my birthday month, that I made a design that I think is the best so far. So if you want to take a look back in my birthstone playlist, leave a comment below. Let me know what's your favorite birthstone that I had completed. So I'm taking these 2 packets of rhinestones. We have this various size one, and kind of my hands covering it, but then I've got these like same color rhinestones, but just in various circles. And then I'm just filling in these gaps with the gold caviar beads. So I wanted to do something that represented me, and I thought that the gold would look nice with the rhinestones, but I don't wear yellow gold. I'm more of a white gold silver person, so I'm gonna alternate the colors on my nails. So the pinky here will have the yellow gold, and then the ring finger will have the silver, as you will see right now. So we're just going to do the same technique. We're just going to apply the gummy jelly and Shiny by ENail Couture. And I'm just going to be placing these large large rhinestones here, and I'm going to make a variation of this design. So the only two designs that will kind of match are the ring finger and the index finger. The pinky, middle finger, and thumb will all have a different design. So I find this the fun part because, you know, it's kind of boring just to do the same thing on the same nails. I mean, the same thing on your nails. So just being able to use the same materials and then do something different is very interesting. I think, especially to watch, because you're anticipating it to be like a certain way, and then just the subtle change in shapes and configurations can completely change the design to be like, oh wow, that's so different. At any rate, apologies for being off film there, off frame. It's just so crazy. I think there was just too many rhinestones on my workspace, and I needed to move my hand out of the way or in the way to like see what I was doing, and I just totally forgot. I mean, lately I've been forgetting. Jeez. I need to stop doing that. But anyway, so as you can see here, I'm using the silver caviar beads to fill in these gaps here. And I don't really have a rhyme or reason. I just see a gap and then I just cover it up. Then you may want to do that anyway, because you don't want water to get in these crevices, because then your rhinestone can pop off, or maybe the water gets stuck in there and you could have possible mold or whatever. So yeah, I just go in with a lot of gummy jelly and filling them in with these little guys here. But see, you can already see like how different the design is compared to the pinky. Like, I honestly was thinking about covering gaps, and then just, you know, looking back at it, I'm like, holy cannoli, that's like a very intricate design, and did not know I had that in me. But yeah, so I always get comments about my gem placement. I mean, and I've said this previously, it's just, you know, practice. You gotta know what looks good to you. So, you know, the eye is more attracted to symmetry, so that should help you out a bit. So whatever I'm doing on one side, or I imagine, you know, a middle line down my nail, and when I'm placing stones, I want to place the stone right on top of it to be aligned with that imaginary line. And when I'm flanking stones, I obviously want to make sure that they look level, that they look symmetrical. So I think if you just follow those key rules, you can pretty much do anything. It's not that hard to do over time, so you know, by all means, let's all bling together and get a pack of rhinestones. And, you know, you don't even have to like glue them down to anything. Just sometimes when I'm not too sure what I'm doing and I need to do something specific and I just want to make sure that I need to get it right, I'll place it down on my workspace and I'll plan it out that way. And that way you can kind of see what the design would look like, at least put together. So you can try that too. And you know, if you need that imaginary line, you can just draw a line on your workspace and then just start using that as a guide. I know that there's these practice mats with the shape of nails, different ones, like different kinds of tips, and then long and short. And I would say use that as your guide too. That way you can place your middle line and then place it in the figure of the nail on that practice mat. That way you have at least a border to go with, you know. So that's how I would go about it. to to get the basics of placing gems. And I don't know, like I think over time it is kind of hard to remove them. And I think in the beginning when I wasn't so gaudy, it was not that bad to remove. And then I think as each design goes by, I'm doing a little bit more crazier things and a lot more bling, and it's just a lot to have to remove. So I'll even skip out. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do it with these nails because there's large rhinestones, but I wouldn't even, in my previous designs, I would just clip the nail off. Not even bothering to remove the rhinestones and then remove it off from my whatever's left on my hand. So it's tedious, but for me, it's worth the look because this is just super crazy right now. Like, I thought my April birthstone design was a little crazy. The fact that it was all diamonds everywhere, and it's not. It kind of looks that way because of the Life of the Party polish by Gelish. It has those glitter pieces in it. But yeah, this isn't a full coverage of rhinestones here, but it looks, I think it looks so much better than the April design. So for the middle finger, I chose not to go with a Caviar Beads, just because now if I have pinky as the yellow gold and ring finger as the silver, then obviously the index finger and the thumb need to follow suit. So that leaves the odd man out. So I'm just gonna take my middle finger and we're just gonna adorn the whole nail with as much rhinestones as possible. So in all of my birthstone designs, the pinky nail usually has all the rhinestones on it, and in this case it's the middle finger. So again, like I said, we're just taking the same setup that we did on the ring finger and putting on our index finger. I did run out of some of the or one of the rhinestones, so I had to change it to something different. But you know, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure you couldn't even tell as I'm talking to you unless you really look at it. But we're gonna be filling these with the silver caviar beads, just like the ring finger too. So this is gonna leave us with the last nail, and it's the most funnest but hardest nail to do because it's the largest. And I honestly didn't know what kind of design I was going to do. All I know that it was going to have this one large rhinestone piece, and it has to have the yellow gold caviar beads, and that's as far as I knew. So, I mean, to be honest, like all these designs that I'm putting on my nails right now, I didn't know that I was going to be doing them. So, the designs just come to me as I go. So it's a rare thing that I'll plan something specific. I think once ever I did a trial run on some press-on nails. But other than that, like I just kind of have a feel for it. I tend to grab inspiration from the calendar. um, for these designs, I'll, Google July and things associated with July, and then I'll just pick some things that may or may not be known to most people. I try to pick things that are not so hard to figure. I mean, there was like holidays in July that not everyone would celebrate. So I did stick with the 4th of July, but that's only because I am from the United States. So I have to represent. So on this nail, I definitely did a lot more caviar beading than the others, and I was feeling like I needed to do more, but I didn't want to push it and then ruin the design, so I thought it would have been cool maybe to have like these caviar beads run off in chains at different levels of well, there's not much use talking about it because I didn't do it, but I can't explain it. But it would end up looking like, a chandelier or something like that. At any rate, I'm putting some Nourish Cuticle Oil by Gelish, and we're applying this to each nail, rubbing that in. And here is the end result. This is my July Birthstone nails featuring the ruby. It is just so perfect. I can't. I just went way over the top right now with these large rhinestones. And here is a close-up. Oh, look at that. It's just crazy. I just can't. I just can't. Oh, look. There's a thread that I have to remove. Probably from nail cleansing. It's supposed to be a lint-free wipe. I don't understand. At any rate, these are my nails that I'm going to be rocking for the week. Okay, thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And hit that notification bell because I'm going to be putting out a bonus video for my birthday month. And if it's going to be either tomorrow or the day after, I gotta edit it. At any rate, see you again. Thanks. Bye.